Welcome to Winging It. We're playing Arkham Horror the card game today. This is Amanda and Stella. They're playing Return to For the Greater Good. If you look in the links below, you can see my deck upgrades. And we are playing on hard. Drawing opening hand for Amanda. Okay, Promise of Power, Michael Lee, Forewarned, and Inquiring Mind. Okay, I think we want Michael Lee in the Inquiring Mind. And we'll replace the other three cards. We get Unexpected Courage, Enraptured, and Curiosity. Stella will draw Oops, Winging It, Derringer, Perception, and Resourceful. Okay, I think we want to keep the Perception, the Resourceful, and the Derringer. We'll get rid of the Winging It and the Oops. Fight and Clue Solutions. Through the Gates, we'll replace that. Either Rain or Snow, and Granny Orn. Alright, for this scenario, because we did a campaign reading, we have the Hierophant inverted, which means each round, each investigator gets -1 to their first willpower skill test. Let's read the Hierophant. Our agenda. Adapt your beliefs and be open to new things. You are expected to conform. Do not stray from the path. Forced, when you defeat a Silver Twilight enemy, you leave behind some evidence of the scuffle. Move 1 doom from each enemy at that location to the current agenda. It's an 8 doom threshold. Because we are enemies of the Lodge, we have the Infiltrating the Lodge act. The Lodge is up to something. You're sure of it. You're not sure exactly what their plans entail, but your suspicions have proven correct so far. You have decided to sneak into the Lodge's manor in French Hill to learn what they are plotting. And then after you evade an enemy, remove all doom from it. Okay, and again, because we were infiltrating the Lodge, we get the version of this Lodge Gates, which is members only. It's a 2 shroud, 2 clues. Enemies cannot spawn at the Lodge Gates. Action, resign. On second thought, maybe coming here was a bad idea. The Lodge cellar here is the rear entrance to the Silver Twilight Lodge is hidden. You cannot enter the Lodge cellar. Lodge Gates gains action. Investigators the Lodge Gates spend 2 clues as a group. Reveal the Lodge cellar. Alright, beginning of the round, Amanda will draw her card. She has an Overpower. I think we'll go ahead and put an Inquiring Mind under her. We're going to have Stella go first. She's going to discard 10 cards because of short supply. Oops. Rabbit's Foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7. Neither of my Winging It. And Erin's in there. With no way to get her back. Okay. Both of my Rabbit's Foots. Man. At least Through the Gates is in there. Alright, well, she's going to start off with 4 resources to play Granny Orn. We'll just take a resource. And then we are going to investigate. We are at 3v0. We'll commit this Resourceful. And we're investigating. Alright, that is the total number of doom among cultist enemies in play, which is 0. We succeed and get the clue. And then Resourceful will get us back. We'll probably take the Rabbit's Foot. draw through that deck so we can get back to Aaron. Alright, Amanda will start off with spending 4 resources to play Michael Lee. Risky as ever because of the tower. We're going to investigate. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To beat 2, up by 4. Zero. We get the clue. Put an evidence on Michael Lee. I would take the action to open up the lodge cellar, but that's a good thing for Stella's first action because of short supply. So I think we'll just take a resource. Idea being, that we want to protect ourselves. We want to get back up to 4 resources so we can play the tower. Amanda will draw. Obscure Studies. Stella will draw another Derringer. They each get a resource. We're at 1 of 8 Doom. Amanda gets Impending Evils. You must either take 1 damage on Horror or put Impending Evils into play next to the agenda deck, and it gains Surge. There are 3 copies of Impending Evils next to the agenda deck. Discard them and advance the current agenda. We are fine with the damage on Horror. We'll put that on Michael Lee. And Stella will draw Mysterious Chanting. Place 2 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it, shuffling the encounter deck. Alright. We're just going to go ahead and grab the wizard from the Wizard of the Order. Just deal with him quickly. He's a 4/2/2. Spawn at any empty location. Retaliate at the end of the Mythos phase. Place 1 Doom on the Wizard of the Order. So put him in the lodge cellar. Do we want to do that actually? Maybe not in the lodge cellar. We'll put him in the lobby. We do need an action to play our Derringer. He gets a Doom. Beginning of the round, Amanda draws a card. She'll get a deduction. Should probably put just in a generic Unexpected Courage under her. So we'll go with that. Alright, so we'll get started with Stella. We'll take an action. They'll spend the 2 clues to flip the lodge cellar over. Alright, it's 3 Shroud, 0 clues. That's it. She's going to spend 2 resources to play her Derringer. And then we'll move into the lodge cellar. Okay, so we can't go into the lodge catacombs. The door to the catacombs is locked. You cannot enter the lodge catacombs until you control at least 1 of the symbol keys. Now I'm using the keys from the Arbit's keys that I got that we use in Innsmouth, and I just am correlating the colors to the red is the skull, the green is the cultist, the blue is the tablet, and the white is the elder thing. So Amanda is going to move in. I think we can't really do anything with the Wizard of the Order yet. I mean, we could move in and just kill him, but I think we can let Stella do that. Let's see, we could move in, commit the overpower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, V4 up by 3. I think I would rather just draw a card and get a resource. So we'll draw X2, we'll draw a card, which is Archaic Glyphs. Okay. Do we risk the Archaic Glyphs? We pay it now will be... We don't have anything to put into play yet with the Archaic Glyphs. So yeah, we'll just take a resource. And then next turn we should be able to, we can put the Archaic Glyphs into play and actually do less setup things. Amanda draws. Shortcut. Stella draws. Track shoes. We're at 3 of 8 doom. Amanda will get locked door. Attached location with the most clues and without a locked door. The attached location cannot be investigated. You can test combat 4 to break down the door or agility 4 to pick the locks. If you succeed, discard locked door. I'll just put that on the lodge gates and be grateful there is no location with clues. Okay, Amanda will get Vice and Villainy. Attach Vice and Villainy to a non-permanent asset you control. Limit once per asset. When the encounter deck runs out of cards, discard the asset. Forced, when the attached asset leaves play, test 3 willpower. If you fail, attach Vice and Villainy to a different non-permanent asset you control. We're going to attach that to the Derringer. Alright, and then beginning of the round, Amanda will draw a Eureka. I think we'll put a Curiosity under her. We're still not doing much yet. We'll probably move into the lobby and investigate. Stella is going to go first. She is going to spend 1 resource to play her Rabbit's Foot. We had to add a doom to the Wizard of the Order. Alright, she is going to move in to the lobby. Lobby is a 3 trial, 2 clues. After the lobby is revealed, place 1 random set aside key on it. And this is the blue key, which corresponds to the tablet. I had to back up because I had forgotten about Quick Learner and did a bunch of fail stuff when I didn't actually fail, and so we're just rewinding. So we're taking a shot at the Wizard of the Order. We are at 3, 4, 5 to beat 2. Up by 3. It's -2. He's dead. Alright, Amanda's going to move into the lobby. We're going to spend 2 to play our Markings of Isis. It's got 3 charges on it. And then we'll investigate. We'll go ahead and add this Enrapture to the test. So we are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to beat 3. We have Grainy Orn in play, so 6 to beat 3 is pretty good. You know what? We'll just throw this Eureka in too. Seven to beat 3. -3. We are successful. We'll get the top 3 cards. Grab 1. Deduction, Promise of Power, and Crack the Case. I'm not so worried about resources at this point. Guess we'll take the Promise of Power. The Enraptured gives us another charge on Markings of Isis. We get an Evidence on Michael Lee. And of course we get a clue. Amanda will draw Ice Pick. Stella will draw Live and Learn. Three of 8 Doom. Encounter. Hit Call to Order. Find the 2 topmost cultist enemies in the encounter discard pile and spawn them in the empty location with the most remaining clues. If no cultist enemies are spawned by this effect, Call to Order gains Surge. Well, that's going to be the Wizard of the Order only. It's not too bad. Put him in the lounge. And then Stella. We'll get Expulsion. If there's no cultist enemies in play, Expulsion gains Surge. Otherwise, the nearest cultist enemy readies, moves 1 location at a time, and until it reaches your location, engages you and makes an immediate attack. Then place each key you control on that enemy. Alright, Wizard of the Order comes and attacks her. She takes damage. Amanda, at the beginning of the round, will draw Pocket Telescope. Do we want to fill the bag with curses? Not especially, but what else are we going to put under? I suppose the Obscure Studies. It feels bad to, spend it here, but we'll just do it. I suppose we could put the Overpower under her and she could fight. She would be a 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not great. Alright, we'll have Stella go first. Guy retaliates, so she may not want to do a big attack on him. We'll start with an evade on the Wizard of the Order. He does have a Doom on him. We're evading at 4v4 because of Quick Learner. Alright, that is -3 if you fail to place a Doom on each cultist enemy in play. So we add a Doom to the Wizard of the Order. We Rabbit's Foot, draw a card. Neither Rain nor Snow. And we'll get another action. Now we'll try to evade again. We are at 4v2 on this evade. That is, tablet is -3. We don't fail. No, wait. We do fail, but we don't want to add a Doom, so we'll Granny Orn. That passes. Evaded removes all the Doom. Take a shot with a Derringer. We're at 5v2 because of Quick Learner, so up by 4. To 0. He's dead. We can investigate, or I think we'll just draw a card. Draw a card for our last action. Oh, called by the miss. Okay. I don't know that changes much. So Amanda will investigate. She's going to use the Markings of Isis. Actually, fast, she'll put down. So 1 resource to put down the Ice Pick. So we're trying to put our pocket telescope into play. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to beat 3. And Stella will commit this perception. 8, 9 to beat 3. Alright, that's -1. So we are successful. We can put the pocket telescope into play. Stella will draw a card from the perception, which is a neither rain nor snow. You do get the clue. I'm going to have Stella grab this key. Actually, no, we'll have Amanda key so we can move into the Lodge Catacombs. We'll use the pocket telescope to look at which version of the lounge this is. This is to shroud 4 clues. After the lounge is revealed, put the set aside vault and library locations into play. Put the set aside August Linguist asset into play in the lounge. Place one random set aside key on him. So this is the original version, not the return version. Which means we can come back for it later. I'm not too worried about it. So we're just going to move on into the Lodge Catacombs. I think it's better to do the underground quick soon if we can. So we'll move and move. We can move in here because we have a key. This is a 4 shroud 0 clue. Forced when the Lodge Catacombs is revealed. Put the set aside Sanctum and each of the set aside Sanctum doorway locations into play. Space will be tight. Alright, so we'll put each of the doorways down here. And then we'll put the inner sanctum right here. Inner sanctum. The door to the inner sanctum is locked. You cannot enter the inner sanctum unless you control the green key. Mandible draw. Ice pick. Stella will draw guts. Alright, we're at 4 of 8 doom. You get Mysteries of the Lodge. Place 1 doom on the nearest cultist enemy. Then until the end of the round, increase the difficulty to fight, evade, or parlay with that enemy by 2. If no doom is placed by this effect, gain surge. Drawing another encounter card. It is a locked door. We got lucky. Let's put this in. Put it in the lobby. Alright, Stella will draw another Mysteries of the Lodge, which also gains surge. And she'll get a Knight of the Inner Circle. Spawn at any location connected to yours. Its prey is who has the most keys. It's alert, aloof, hunter. After you enter the Knight of the Inner Circle's location, test for agility. If you fail, it engages you. And we'll put it there for now, because Stella can probably pass that agility test. Alright, beginning of the round, Amanda draws a card. She'll have a Eureka. We'll go ahead and put the Eureka under her. Stella will just spend 2 actions to clear a call by the miss, and then spend 3 resources to put down her track shoes. Amanda will use the pocket telescope. She's going to look at this sanctum doorway. It's a 4 shroud 0 clues. You can choose a key on a card and test willpower or intellect 8 to reduce the difficulty of this test. For 1 by each silver twilight enemy in play. If you succeed, swap the chosen key with another key in play, or with a set aside key. So we can flip the keys if we want. So if we wanted to find a different key. I think we're fine where we are. I think we're just going to move in to one of these sanctum doorways and see what happens. So we're going to move into this sanctum doorway. This is the holding cells. 1 shroud, 2 clues. After the holding cell is revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and spawn it at the holding cells. Shuffle the encounter deck. So we'll just go grab a acolyte. We'll attack it, committing the overpower, and using the ice pick. So we are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to beat 3. Commit this other ice pick, 7 to beat 3. We're actually not going to commit this ice pick. Up by 3 is fine. -3. I was right. It is fine. We draw a card off the overpower, which is Whispers from the Deep. Okay. I'm actually okay putting that under her next turn, I think. I would actually like to investigate. Well, we could investigate and commit Whispers from the Deep. Gives us more options next turn. That's fine. We'll investigate committing Whispers from the Deep. We're at 2, 1, 2, 3 to beat 1. -5. We fail. That's fine. Alright, enemy phase. The Knight of the Inner Circle is going to hunt. We have to test this for agility. Oh. Okay, Stella may not be able to pass this. We really don't want... I don't think we want to deal with this right now because we don't have our other Derringer out. So we'll just commit neither rain nor snow to this. So we are at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 4. -1, we pass, so he stays aloof. Amanda will draw, Promise Power. Stella will draw, Winging It. Each get a resource. Five of 8 Doom. Amanda will draw Mark of the Order. So based on the keys, these things are going to happen. She has the blue key, so she has to discard 2 random cards from her hand. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. I should not have given her the blue key. Okay, she'll discard Promise of Power and Shortcut. That surges, and she will get Mysterious Chanting. So we're going to have to put 2 Doom on the nearest cultist enemy in play. That is the Knight of the Inner Circle. That's bad because it means that we're going to advance, I think. Alright, and then we get an Acolyte for Stella. I think we'll just let the agenda advance. Do we want to just let the agenda advance? We could put the acolyte in Watch Catacombs. What would Stella do to kill the... Yeah, we'll just let things advance. Well, no, wait. She could engage the Knight of the Inner Circle and then evade it to get rid of all the doom. Yeah, okay. So I'll put this there for Amanda to deal with. And then Amanda will draw Cracked Case. So I guess we'll put a Promise of Power under her. And then we'll go and just hit that acolyte. Action 1, Amanda will move in. Acolyte's on her. She is at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 3. We'll add a curse token. Their second action. -2. It's dead. So I was thinking what I would do is move in. We can investigate the Sanctum doorway. Actually, I think we want to do that because we have the pocket telescope in play. But we don't want to do it this turn. So we're just going to take an action to draw a card. Which is a Vicious Blow. Alright. Alright, Stella will engage. Actually, she'll take an action. If we fail and evade, it's fine. She'll want to engage the Knight of the Inner Circle. She will evade it. We are at 5v2. That is -2. We're successful. Removes all doom. Then I think we'll just move into the lounge. Which, as we saw before, it's we put the vault and library locations to play. It's got 4 clues, and we got to spawn Lindquist here with a random key. So he is just action investigators at Lindquist's location. Spend 4 clues to group to parlay. Each investigator who spent at least 1 clue must take 1 damage or 1 horror. Remove him from the game and take control of his key. And he will have the white key on him, which corresponds to the Elder Thing. Put the vault in the library into play. The vault requires the white key to get in. Amanda will draw Unexpected Courage. Stella will draw Perception. And they each get a resource. Okay, we're at 6 of 8 doom. We have the Cell Keeper on Amanda. Spawn at any Sanctum location. After the Cell Keeper enters play, place 2 doom and 1 random set-aside key on it. When you evade a Cell Keeper by 2 or more, take control of its key. I'm just going to spawn it right on to Amanda. And we'll put a random key on it, which is the red key. Cool. He gets 2 doom. Stella will draw Unhallowed Land. We're going to test 5 agility for each point you fail by. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. If a Cursed Treachery is discarded by this effect, deal 1 direct horror to your investigator and teach your ally assets. We're at 5v5. We prefer not to discard a bunch of cards, so we'll just commit neither rain nor snow to this. So we're at 8v5. Auto fail. Okay, well, we do get to draw a card from the Rabbit's Foot. We do get another action. We get a Live and Learn. But we don't have to do any of the bad stuff because of neither rain nor snow. Beginning of the round, Amanda will draw Perception. I think she's just going to put the Vicious Blow under her and then just kill the Cellkeeper. We will end up having to put a Doom on the agenda. But I think that's fine. We'll advance 1 round early. It's not a big deal. So yeah, we'll put the Vicious Blow under her. Alright, so we'll start off with Amanda. She is going to attack the Cellkeeper. So you use the Ice Pick. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exhausting Michael Lee. So even if we don't succeed by 2, we'll still do the 3 damage. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll commit the Unexpected Courage to be 7, 8. Up by 5. Nice 2. So we get the red key. He's dead. We have to put a Doom on the agenda. We are going to walk into the Sanctum doorway because it's a victory point, because I know the last one is. It's a ceremony room. 3 shroud, 4 clues. Forced when the round ends, each investigator and each ally asset in the ceremonial room takes 1 direct horror. Cancel that effect if an investigator in the ceremony room controls the red key, which I just got. It's a victory point too. We're going to fast play our Ice Pick. Because we don't need the pocket telescope anymore. I was going to say we could investigate, but I mean, our numbers are not good. We could be at 4v3. We could commit the cracked face to be 5v3 up by 2. I mean, I guess we beat a lot of stuff. I'd rather just draw a card. We'll draw a card. Get another Vicious Blow. Alright, we're ready to fight, I suppose. Man, none of my card draw. I have, like, I do have the Perception that I could put under her next turn, but, like, my lab assistants haven't drawn. My Grizzly Totem, it's just been crazy. Usually you get some kind of guard draw early on. Alright, so Stella, she'll spend 2 resources to put down her Derringer. So we're ready to fight the Knight of the Inner Circle. And we need to get 4 clues. Could go into the library, but I'm pretty sure we can't do the library. We did want to play our Winging It, but I guess we'll just take a resource. Oh, we actually have the R extraction, yeah. So we'll take a resource. We'll spend it to play Winging It. And then we'll get a Winging It into our discard. Reduces. I mean, the shroud is already. The test is already 0. Yeah, there's actually no reason to do this. Next turn. Well, we took a resource. Yeah, then we're investigating. We'll just investigate without doing it. Because the test is 0. It's a 0. You get a clue. And then we'll investigate again. Auto fail. Wow. Alright. The Knight of the Inner Circle will hunt. She has to test the agility. She's at 5d4. It will probably engage her. That's fine. Actually, we don't want to take the damage, so we'll commit this neither rain nor snow. It'll be 8d4. Next turn we can engage it and shoot it. -5. So we fail, but we don't take the effects of the test. Amanda will draw a deduction. Stella will draw overpower. Each get a resource. The agenda advances. Meeting of minds. As you explore the building, you almost wander into a heated debate between several members of the lodge in a nearby hallway. Seeing an opportunity to learn more, you hide and eavesdrop on the conversation. Mr. Sanford's orders are to complete the Geist trap at any cost, one of them says firmly. If that means we put lives in danger, so be it. The good of the many outweigh the good of the few. You know this. Another member, a woman, pounds her fist on the wall. No. Our first resort cannot be to spill blood. There must be another way. There is no time, the other responds, and there is a murmur of agreement among the rest. It is clear you do not have the will to proceed. Take her away. We will make her see for herself the sacrifices that must be made for the greater good. No, you can't do this, the woman yells. You wince as her screams echo down the corridor. What are they planning to do? Discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. In player order, each investigator must draw a cultist enemy discarded this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. No cultists. Okay. So that worked out. We have a new agenda. It is a 10 doom threshold. Ends and means. The lodge will resort to drastic measures in order to achieve their goals. If you don't act quickly, blood will surely be shed. Each Silver Twilight enemy in the Sanctum location loses aloof. And there weren't any. They were aloof anyway. When you defeat a Silver Twilight enemy, you leave behind some evidence of the scuffle. Move 1 doom from each enemy at that location to the current agenda. Same as before. Alright. Amanda will draw. She gets Vice and Villainy. We'll attach this to an ice pick. And then Stella will get Unhallowed Land. Alright. We're probably okay failing this. I didn't want to discard cards before because of getting rid of her Derringer with the Vice and Villainy, but now we have the other Derringer in place, so we're okay with it. So we're still 5d5. Okay, that is actually a pass because there's no doom on cultist enemies in play. So neat. Beginning of the round, Amanda will draw a Forewarned. And she's going to put Perception under her. We're going to investigate. We'll use this ice pick with the vice villainy on it. We will commit a deduction. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 3. -1. She'll draw 2 cards off the Perception. Grizzly Totem, finally. And the Tower. Okay. We'll grab the 2 clues. Next action, we'll spend 4 resources to play the Tower. And then we're going to investigate with Archaic Glyphs. Commit Deduction. We're going to use the Ice Pick. And we'll commit Crack the Case. Oh, Michael, you should have gotten an Evidence. Okay, we're trying to play our Grizzly Totem here. We are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat 3. We succeed by 5. We can put the Grizzly Totem into play, which we will do. We get Evidence on Michael Lee, and we get 2 clues. And we'll draw 2 cards from the Perception, which is an Overpower and a Shortcut. Alright, Stella is going to engage the Knight of the Inner Circle. Do we want to engage the Knight of the Inner Circle? Yeah, we do. Okay. We're going to attack with our Derringer. We are at 3, 4, 5 to beat 4. Alright, that is actually a pass because there's no doom on enemies in play. So we do 2 damage. Alright, now we'll use our other Derringer to attack the Knight of the Inner Circle. We're at 5v2 because of Quick Learner. So 0, it's dead. Amanda will draw Lab Assistant. Stella will draw a Winging It. They each get a resource. Alright, 1 of 10 doom. Amanda will get Call to the Order. Find the 2 topmost cultist enemies in the encounter deck, discard pile, and spawn them in the empty location with the most remaining clues. If no cultist enemies are spawned by this effect, Call to Order gains Surge. So that's going to be this Knight of the Inner Circle and Cellkeeper, who gets the last key. All right, and then Stella will get another Knight of the Inner Circle. I guess we'll spawn this in the lobby. Beginning of the round, Amanda will draw another perception. Okay. Well, we're going to want to go take out the Cellkeeper to get his key, and that will allow us to get into the Inner Sanctum. We're going to have to deal with the Knight of the Inner Circle. We can shortcut, move, attack. And we can put the Vicious Blow under her. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. We will have to take some damage from the Knight of the Inner Circle. But it would be nice to get the Cellkeeper into the discard pile before the encounter deck shuffles, because the return version adds that if you can spawn a key, then you can and you don't have any more keys to spawn, you can spawn a random key for VP, and we want lots of VP. So, all right, so yeah, she'll put the Vicious Blow under her. Unfortunately, we're going to get hit by the Knight of the Inner Circle, and don't really have a way to handle that. All right, so Amanda will shortcut into the Lodge Catacombs. Move, attack, attack. She could one-shot the Knight of the Inner Circle, actually, if she can get up by enough, which I don't think she can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. She'll move in. They're both on her. Yeah, we'll just go for broke here. We're going to attack the Knight. So actually, the Knight in a Circle, we have to test the agility. So it's for agility, we're at 2v4. That we still fail, even though it's a 0. Actually, it's a 2. I think it's 2. All right, so now he's on us. All right. Do we want to go for broke? Let's see. Kill the Cellkeeper next turn. That's probably okay. All right. Yeah, so we'll go for broke on the Knight of the Inner Circle. We have obviously committing our Vicious Blow. Commit this Overpower. We'll use both of our ice picks. So yeah, it gets us to 2. We want to succeed by 2 is the main thing. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if we hit the -3, that's maybe... So we don't need to go all the way up. We will save the ice picks for now. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 v4. We use one of our ice picks. 9 v4. All right. Oh, and we are using Michael Lee here. Elder Sign. Cool, we one-shot him. Goodbye. Oh, that just put one of our Doom from the Cellkeeper onto the agenda. Oh. I didn't think about that, actually. And then killing the Cellkeeper is going to do the same thing. We draw 2 cards, one from the Overpower, one from the Grizzly Totem. We get the Inquiring Mind and the Lab Assistant. And then, yeah, we're attacking the Cellkeeper. We'll use our other ice pick. We'll commit our Inquiring Mind. So we are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Defeat 3. If we succeed by 2, we will kill him. That is -1. So, again, we have to put a doom on the agenda, but we do get the key. The Cell Keeper is discarded. All in all, I'll take that. Alright, Stella will, she's going to just investigate. We are at 3v4. Zero. We could Granny Horn to pass, but we don't want to. We'll use Rabbit's Foot. We'll draw a card. We'll get a Manual Dexterity. Then we will spend 1 resource to play Winging It. Which reduces the Shroud to 1. We're at 3v1, up by 2. Zero. We get a clue. We'll spend 1, play Winging It from our discard to get these 2. The test is 0 because of Winging It and Quick Learner. Zero. This shuffles into our draw deck. We get the 2 clues. We'll spin the 4 clues and take a horror and get the key from Lindquist. Horror on Granny Horn. We remove him from the game. It's our last action. We're going to go ahead and spend, we have to spend 4 clues. We'll spend Amanda's 4 clues. We'll advance the act. The indoctrination. At first, your investigation yields a few answers. There's indeed a meeting of some sort happening at the manor tonight, though you're not sure why. Finally, you catch a break. On a nearby table, a written summons explains the reason for tonight's gathering. Our timetable has moved forward. We must complete the trap by midnight tonight. The device we found will aid us in binding the revenant, so it's imperative that we find a way to open it before the ceremony begins. We have no time to waste with prudence or cowardice. Report to Nathan Wick in the sanctum at once. You are left with more questions than answers. If the inner sanctum is not in play, put into play. It is. Spawn the aside Nathan Wick enemy in the inner sanctum, Master of Indoctrination, side face up. Attach the set-aside puzzle box story asset to him. For the remainder of the game, the current act gains trigger after you evade an enemy, remove all doom from it. Place this card next to the act deck as a reminder, then advance to Act 2A. So we have Act 2A, obtaining the device. Whatever the lodge is planning, it involves a device they will do anything to open. It seems a lodge member by the name of Nathan Wick holds the device at the moment. One way or another, you have to get your hands on it. Objective: if Nathan Wick is added to the victory display by any means, choose an investigator to take control of the attached puzzle box and advance. The Master of Indoctrination, Nathan Wick, is a 4/5/3 alert. After you evade Nathan Wick by 3 or more, you steal the puzzle box. Add Nathan Wick to the victory display. He is a victory point 1, and he is in the inner sanctum, which we can get into. And the puzzle box is attached to him. All right, enemy phase. This guy hunts. We are at 5v4 in this test. We will commit this manual dexterity. We are at 7v4. Alright, curse. 5v4. And a -5. We fail. So the knight engages us. And does 2 damage to us. Ouch. Amanda cycles her deck, putting a horror on Michael Lee. And she draws this Obscure Studies. Stella gets Granny Orn. They each get a resource. Alright, 4 of 10 Doom. Amanda will draw the Acolyte in the empty location. I suppose we can put it in the Lodge Catacombs. And then Stella will get Beneath the Lodge. If you control at least one of the keys, it gains peril, and the skill gets +1 difficulty. You're testing 3 intellect, so 4 intellect. For each point you fail by, you must either lose 1 clue or take 1 horror. So she's at 3v4 on this. Zero. We'll just take 1 horror. And Rabbit's Foot and get another action. We get a Winging It. Alright. Beginning of the round, Amanda will get an Enraptured. I'm just going to put the Obscure Studies underneath her. I think we're going to play the Lab Assistant, go do the Acolyte. It might be nice to get a clue, actually, on this holding cells. Because we could, then we can use it for Forewarned. So, action 1, we will investigate the holding cells. We won't use our ice picks because we want to use those on the Acolyte. We will we're using Markings of Isis to do this investigate. We'll commit the Enraptured, commit the Grisly Totem, or use a Grisly Totem. Sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1. -1. We do succeed by plenty. We'll draw the card off Grisly Totem to get a shortcut. The Enrapture will give us another charge on Archaic Glyphs. We'll put the Lab Assistant into play, which draws us 2 cards. Unexpected Courage and a Vicious Blow. Great. So now we have the Vicious Blow for Nathan Wick. Alright. And we grab the clue. And we put evidence on Michael Lee. Okay, we're going to move in. Acolyte's on us. We will attack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 3 for this attack. -3. It's dead. Stella's going to fail this first test because I have no choice. So she will use the shot off the Derringer. She is at 5v6 because of Quick Learner. Okay. Yeah, so we still fail. We put the ammo back on the Derringer, and now, for our second action, we get an extra bonus. So we are at 6v4. I guess we'll commit the overpower to this. Sorry, 8v4. Auto fail. Ouch. Well, we'll use the Derringer again. We're at 6v2. Actually, you know what? We'll live and learn that last one. Yeah. Which means we're at 3. 8v4. Yeah. So retaking that test. Elder Sign. We could fail, but we're not going to. As much as healing would be nice. That does 2 damage. And then we'll use our ammo. We're at 6v2 for the Quick Learner. No, 5v2. No, it's 6v2 because we failed that last attack, yeah. Alright, -1. He's dead. Okay, then we're going to move into the vault, which we can do. It's a 4 shroud, 2 clues, victory point 1. After it's revealed, place 1 random set-aside key on it. We get to put a different random key on it because all of the other keys are taken. So it'll be the yellow key. Amanda will draw an Inquiring Mind. Stella will draw Resourceful. They each get a resource. We're at 5 of 10 Doom. Okay, with the encounter deck, we get Mark of the Order. This does run the encounter deck out of cards. I think we are going to do the Mark of the Order first. So the person with the red key takes 1 damage. So that will be... You know what? No, we do not want to do all this stuff. We are going to play Forewarned and drop a clue. Yeah. We still are going to have to resolve the Surge on that because it only cancels the Revelation effect. And now we have to discard the Ice Pick and test the Vice and Villainy. So we are at 2, 3, 4, 5. Beat 3. That's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, we pass. So, Vice and Villainy is gone. Alright, Stella has to discard her Derringer. She also has to test this. She is at 4v3. She'll commit the guts to be 5-6 v3. It's a -1. She draws a card from the guts to take heart. So she also passed. Alright. Now the counter deck shuffles because of the surge. Have Vice and Villainy again. We'll put on the other ice pick. And Stella will get Beneath the Lodge. So we're testing this. We're at 3v3. 3v4. I'm going to take heart to this. That is the tablet. We have to put 1 doom on each cultist enemy. There are no cultist enemies in play. So we fail. We fail by 4. So we have to take 4 horror. Then we get 2 cards and 2 resources. 2 cards. Oh, we got the black book. Nice. The resources. We'll use Rabbit's Foot to draw another card. Is a lucky. And we get another action. Beginning of the round, Amanda will draw Pocket Telescope. Do not need. We'll put the Inquiring Mind under her. So I think she's going to go in and try to evade Nathan Wick, right? He is a 3, and we have to succeed by 3 or more. So you need to be way up on this. Let's see, we'd be at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 3. I mean, I guess we could just clobber him with a Vicious Blow. Might be easier, actually. Alright, we'll do that. We're going to shortcut in. Okay, so this is a 4 Shroud, 2 Clues. Put a random set aside key on it. Put the purple key. Nathan is on us. So we will attack. Let's see, actually, we shortcutted in, so we haven't done anything yet. We're going to attack Nathan Wick. Oh, he's a 5 health? Ooh. I should have put the Vicious Blow under her. We'll try to go for the evade. Commit the Unexpected Courage. We'll do the Grizzly Totem. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 3. There's a lot of tokens that would be successful. If not, we can just get clues and deal with him next turn. -1. Okay, so yeah, he goes into the victory display. We will draw the card from Grizzly Totem. which is an overpower. I don't know why I keep flipping this over. We've done one action. All right, and then so we get the puzzle box, and we advance. If you advance by evading Nathan Wick, you wait until Nathan is not looking, then sweep in and steal the device from the tablet next to him. You are long gone by the time you realize it's missing. Oh, we're very pacifist. All right, and then we get the 4 keys. The device is nothing more than a locked puzzle box, just about large enough to hold a pair of shoes. The diagram on its surface depicts a broken pattern which can be manipulated to no apparent end, and there does not appear to be a keyhole of any kind. If the investigators at the same location control the puzzle box, and all the keys advance. Okay, we're going to investigate now. We're going to use archaglyphs. We'll commit the perception. We're trying to play our lab assistant into play here. We'll use the ice pick. So we are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 4. We'll commit this pocket 10 to beat 4. The pocket telescope. Zero. All right. We'll draw 2 cards off the perception, which are a perception and a promise of power. We will put the lab assistant into play, drawing 2 more cards, which is a promise of power and a deduction. And then, of course, we will get the clue. It's actually inquiring mind under us, not the perception. All right. If we investigate now, we're just going to be at 6v4. We'll just commit this perception, and we'll do it again. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 v4. Okay, we only succeed by 1. So we'll draw 1 card from the perception. Here's the cracked case, which we could crack the case, but we don't need the resources, and we'll take this key. All right, good deal. So we get them together. We'll advance. Part of me wants to kill the beast that comes out, but because for the 2 VP, but I may just finish it out if I have enough time to do it, because we're getting a lot of extra victory points from these extra keys. All right, so Stella needs to get those 2 clues for the victory point and the key. Action 1, she'll spend 3 resources to play the black book. So that will give us a boost. Action 2, we'll spend a resource and play Winging It. Which reduces the shroud down to 3. So we are at 4v3 because of the black book. Commit the perception and the resourceful to be 8v3. There's a 0. So from the resourceful, we'll go ahead and grab back. I'm going to get the look what I found. because I think there's a VP in the library or like a key. We draw a card from the perception, which will be take heart. We get a clue. Okay, and then we will investigate. We are at 4v2 because of short supply. Can lucky, we can Granny Orn. We got ways to pass this. Okay, that's a -3. We'll Granny Orn to pass and get the clue and the key. And then we'll walk out into the lounge, and we'll go into the library next, and hopefully there's a VP there. Oh, actually, Stella can. She can actually test the track shoes, so we'll do that. We're at 5v1. We'll see what's in the library. I'll help inform what I'm doing next. Nice one. Okay, library. Oh, it's a victory point. Yep. And while you're investigating the library, if you control the blue key, it gets -3 shroud. Amanda draws Eureka. Stella draws Lucky. They each get a resource. We're at 6 of 10 Doom. Amanda will get Impending Evils. We'll just take a damage in horror. We will kill off one of our lab assistants and take a horror. Stella will get Call to Order. Find top 2 cultists in the encounter deck. There are none, so we just gain Surge. Beneath the Lodge, we know this one. It's kind of getting painful. Alright, we are at 4v4 on this. We'll commit the old key ring to be 5v4. That is a tablet. There are no cultists. We fail by 2. We'll lose our 2 clues. Amanda will draw a card at the beginning of the round. She gets a deduction. And we'll put Promise of Power under her. Do we want that? No, we'll put generic cracked case. And then she's just going to move. 1, 2, 3 to get closer. So they can finish the scenario if we so decide. Okay, so Stella's just going for this victory points, right? Okay. So action 1, she's just going to get a resource. So we can play Winging It from her discard. We also have this Look What I Found, which puts us in range. Winging It from a discard makes it a 5 shroud, would be 4v5. But we couldn't Lucky and Look What I Found to make that work. So actually, we're going to take another resource. And then last action, we'll spend 1 resource to play Winging It from her discard pile. Reduces the shroud down to 5, but the test is actually now a 3 because of Quick Learner. So we are now at 4v3. Okay, that is a -3, so we go down to 0. We can Granny Orange to fail by 2, and then we'll spend 2 to play Look What I Found to get the 2 clues. But we'll also Rabbit's Foot to draw a card before we do that, which is Overpower, last card in our deck. And we'll get another action. We'll get the 2 clues. Now we could just go ahead and finish now. I feel pretty good. We got a lot of VP. We'll get the puzzle box. Instead of doing the summoned hound or the summoned beast. Yeah, I really don't want to do mount. I really like just trying to do to win this scenario. So we'll move. We will track shoes. 5v1. Okay, that is -0, and we're in the lobby. We can advance the act, opening the box. Though the box itself seems to fight you at every turn, with all 4 key components in your possession, you finally manage to piece together how to open the contraption. First, you twist and contort the box's many mechanical devices until the image on the lid lines up perfectly with the diagram in your possession, which is the blue key. Next, you chant the Latin incantation inscribed on the small wooden plaque you found, which is the green key. It takes a few tries to get it right, but eventually you hear a click as the surface of the wooden container shifts and changes. A round indentation has appeared on the side of the box, matching the size of your mysterious black onyx coin, the white key. As soon as you place the coin inside, another wooden panel opens on the other side, revealing a keyhole. Finally, you insert the key of bone, the red key, into the keyhole and turn it. The lid begins to open, and suddenly the entirety of the room is engulfed in a rush of air as all light, color, sound, and matter is sucked into the box. Check the campaign log. We are not members of the lodge, so we get R2. Okay, great. So for VP, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our extra keys would be 5 and 6. So we got 6 VP. I'll take it. All right, well, that was for the greater good. They're doing good. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I will see you next time on Winging It.